Hey man, let's talk about the new Pistons starting lineup, sending Bagley to the bench and bringing in Bagley and Stewart playing together. Siakam, a couple guys was out. Van Fleet was out. Gary Trent Jr. was out last night. And they still gave up 115 points. Obviously Dwayne Casey don't have an idea, and I don't know how much he leaning on some of his assistant coaches. And I really question if he is leaning on any of them assistant coaches, because last year, the white guy, I think for the Clipper game, he pretty much benched Killian and let Cade run point. And that's kind of when things start turning around for them and for Cade Cunningham. So I don't think he really listening and leaning on their decisions or their ideas. And I just said from that point of view or whatever. But yeah, he not listening to them, and his lineups is trash. I told y'all Bagley and Stewart wasn't gonna work. That's common. And then not only did it not work, they didn't rebound for shit. They didn't rebound. What was the point if you wasn't gonna go in there and rebound? They didn't rebound. They still didn't go in there and rebound. So they ain't rebounding. They ain't defending. I mean, I don't really understand the thinking when they constructed this roster. And I knew they was gonna try Stewart and Bagley. Like I said, Bagley can't defend. I've been said that Bagley can't defend. He don't defend the rim. He can't defend the perimeter, and neither can Isiah Stewart. He can't defend the perimeter. He can't defend the rim. It's the same stuff. But before I even continue to harp on that, I feel, this is my personal belief. I feel that Bogdanovic should come off the bench. That's just how I feel. I feel Bogdanovic, don't mean he can't finish the game with the group, but I feel Bogdanovic should come off the bench. That way you have a scoring kick, somebody who gonna be the alpha, who gonna take a lot of shots, because he ain't doing one of a few things. One, he ain't staggering they minutes. He not staggering Cade when he healthy, Ivy minutes, or Bay minutes when he was starting with the bench. We done seen enough of Killian Hayes, dude. We don't need to see no more. Especially with Burks, but when he was out, he's still trying to find his way right now. It made no sense not to have Ivy or Cade, at least in the first half is Ivy or second half is Cade, running with the bench. So they can kind of, do their thing as scorers. And then you end the game with your best lineup. He not staggering minutes, and he not taking into account defense. And even if the parts you're supposed to have strengths in, when you put Stewart and Bagley out there, neither one of them was rebounding last night. So if they don't rebound, they don't defend, you're not going to win with them out there on the floor. Then you get Bay to the bench, and I understand, Bay can be aggressive with the bench and all that. Dude, how you supposed to feel going to the bench? Seriously, how you supposed to feel as a young player, really playing for a contract pretty soon, and he going to the bench? Bogdanovic should be coming off the bench. Don't mean he can't finish the game. Don't mean him and Bay can't finish the game in some situations, but he should be coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the honest truth. When you go out there and you throw Ivy and Cade, when Cade get back out there with Bogdanovic, it's cool, right? But then you got three natural aggressive scorers, or can be natural with Cade. And that can work, but only if you got defense out there with them. And one thing about Bogdanovic, I keep reading articles and he's a two-way player. Where? He's an offensive player. He don't play a lick of defense. So I'm not really understanding. They don't understand basketball. That's the only thing that it could be. They don't understand basketball, or Dwayne Casey don't. And you don't understand the priority of defense. And I keep hearing people say, well, nobody really plays defense. in the league anymore. That's bullshit. The top 2 defensive teams made the finals yet last year. They try to say this shit in the NFL. You know, defense is reigning supreme. Through 9 weeks, through the first 9 weeks, it was the lowest scoring NFL season since 2010. Defense still win championships no matter how much they try to cut the cake, no matter how much they trying to change the narrative and change the rules. Defense still wins championships. And when Detroit is rolling, the first letter in Detroit Pistons is D. You have to defend, and you putting guys out there in the front line who can't defend. Then you say they can't defend, then more of the onus fall back on Killian, Ivy, K when he get back to be lockdown defenders. Then you say, you know what? Y'all carry us offensively, and they not capable of doing so outside of Bogdanovic. Once again, they're not capable of doing so outside of Bogdanovic, which I don't even know why it came this way. That's right, the dick on side of me just kept driving like an idiot. You know, I'm not about to sit in this traffic. They smoking crack. I was trying to get over it, but like I said, you know, a little person will let me over. I'm gonna be nice. But that's just the honest truth. They doing construction everywhere, bro. Like literally. And the stuff gonna be right back the way it was. That's a different conversation on the Detroit streets, which I could tell y'all the story, how they could have fixed the streets, but they just being too cheap. But it's all a game. I just leave it at that. But once again, he's making no sense with his lineups. It's not like he changing and he trying to find lineups. They don't know where they players' strengths and weaknesses are. They can't. I can see it. I had to spend 10 years as an assistant. I had to play in college. Like this is common knowledge, bro. This common sense. The lineup that give him the best chance to win, and you got to live with this brother not making free throws. It's Durham, Livers, wherever the hell you want to put at the 3. If it's Bay, if it's Bogdanovic, I prefer Bay right now. And let Bogdanovic just take his shots off the bench. Since you're not going to stagger the Cade or Ivy minutes with the bench. Let him go fucking crazy off the bench. You know, and Ivy and Cade. That's it. Hear people say, well, you know, they're not playing well together. How they not playing well together and they scoring the most points out of any starting 5 in the league when Cade was healthy? How they not playing well together? That's the crazy thing about it. And people say, well, you know, they're not playing well together. Yeah, how the fuck they not? They don't have no defense. When you throw Cade, Killian, Bogdanovic, Stewart jacking up fucking shots, and Bay, that's 5 offensive. Stewart thinks he's an offensive player. That's 5 offensive players. You know, Bogdanovic being aggressive, that's not what they need off the bench, in the starting 5. Cade and Stewart should be getting to their spots, being aggressive, getting to the rim. Bogdanovic and Bay should be stretching the floor. And whoever playing the 5 should be rebounding, alley-ooping, defending the rim, locking down the paint. That's it. That's it. This is not rocket science. It's not. You know, they making it harder. You have to have some type of defense in that lineup, and it's none right now. That means your guards got to score, got to defend, got to create, keep defending at the highest level. It's hard. When you playing Ja Morant, Trae Young, and, you know, guys like that. You know, people swear up in God, man, that I was hating on Bagley. You see now, motherfucker don't defend nothing. He can't be out there if you're not defending the paint. That's what I'm trying to get y'all kind of see what you gotta have. I hear people in Golden State, they sent Wiseman to the G League. well, I don't know why they have the traditional big man. Why wouldn't you? If you got 4, basically Draymond is a guard. He's the real point guard. You got 4 guys like Steph, Clay, whoever, Poole, Draymond, and whoever the hell out there, right? You need somebody to rebound, block the shots, and run the floor. He don't have to shoot. You need somebody to do the dirty work, bro. And now they getting away. They trying to get away from that in the league because the Anthony Davises and the Karl Anthony Towns don't want to go on the block and make teams pay for having smaller 5s in there, having small forwards at the center position. And this is why I hate watching basketball, because the game is played it's just so stupid. And that's not the word I wanted to use. I'm gonna be politically correct. You know, the game is just, you watch it, man. And if you watch basketball for as long as I've been watching basketball, it's a terrible product. It's a very ugly, nasty, terrible game to watch. I don't even know how people watch it night in. I dibble and dabble and watch the Pistons, but that's it. I'm not sitting home on a Friday, Thursday, watching that bullshit. I'm sorry, my language. I'm just not. I'll be watching the games a little bit. Turn that shit. I go watch the Umbrella Academy, or I go watch Stranger Things, or I go watch the Wu-Tang TV show or something, or turn on Disney Plus or something like that, man. It's just, I be looking. It just make you mad, bro. And it's one thing if you winning and you be like, okay, they not even fucking winning, dude. He switched the lineup. They still give up 115 without 3 prominent starters for the Toronto Raptors, bro. And he gonna still throw that lineup into a work. And I just look, he looked old on the sideline. He looked clueless. That motherfucker like he got dementia on the sideline or something like that. And people say, well, he can slow down the process. He can straight destroy the process, bro. And I want to hear that shit with Kay and Ivy can't play well. Ivy and Killian ain't playing too bad together. And neither Kay and Ivy was playing bad together. They just don't believe in defending. When you come to Detroit and you don't believe in defending, you're not gonna have success. You're not gonna have success. They don't have an identity. Everybody want to be an offensive player. Everybody want to jack up threes, and don't nobody want to do the dirty work. That's a team going nowhere extremely fast. Nowhere. Nowhere. And the one person who could and would, and I knew would destroy what they had cooking would be Dwayne Casey. And he has not disappointed. He has not disappointed. But I mean, that's pretty much all I gotta say, bro. Like, I just watch and it's just, you just look and you just say to yourself. And I guess I'm the only one seeing this shit. You just gonna have to ride and die with the young fella and Nerlens Noel defending the paint as long as you can. If you gonna lose, at least lose and develop. And he gonna have to learn to shoot free throws. That simply is it. You're gonna just learn and die with him getting in foul trouble, him costing us games, you know, however he cost them, and him maturing and learning. It's gotta be trial by fire. It's no excuse for Bagley to be starting over him because he don't fit the bill. He don't defend the paint. You know, you're not gonna play through him with his back to the basket. So why the fuck is he starting out there? If you're not even gonna play to his strengths. Isiah Stewart, I don't even know why he's still out there. I don't. Now you done really fed into his 3-point habit by putting him at the 4. He ain't defending the post. He ain't defending on the perimeter. You know? So it's just looking like, and then Bojanovic, he can't defend a loose leaf piece of paper glued to the damn court. And they just don't want to put their best defense. They don't want to compromise no offense. And this keep tanking shit. Fuck it. Just keep tanking, dude. I'm with the tank. Just keep tanking. But the coach, he's still here, dude. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm just not gonna talk about the Pistons after this season. If he's still here, I'm just not gonna talk about it. I'm just not. I agree with my boy Alex. He said he's not supporting until Casey gone. I'm not mad at us. You know, they're not gonna let the Pistons get Victor Wembanyama, whatever his name is. You know, the Pistons the league hates small market teams because there's no such thing as a big market or a mid market. It's either you a big market team or you a small market. Only way you can change into a big market, well, you can't. Only way you kind of can change to a big market if Giannis or LeBron come to your team. That's it. It's either they want Boston, LA. That's who they really want every year because that's what they build the league. They commercial appeal off Boston and LA. That's what they really want every year. And like I said, they can trim the NBA down to 12 teams, and it will be a better product. I know they will lose a lot of money, but 12 teams. They don't need Indiana. They don't need Milwaukee. They don't need Cleveland. They don't need Atlanta. They don't need New Orleans. They don't need 3 teams in Texas. They don't need Sacramento. You know, all they really need, you know, all they really they like to support is Boston and LA. That's it. You know? And then when people like, you know, Dan Snyder complained about Chris Paul going to the Lakers, they throw him some few number 1 overall picks. They don't care about small market team. Either you a big player or you're not in the NBA. And that's why the NFL, you know, caught their ass in the 90s when after Jordan retired. That's why they caught them in the 2000s. And I seen it as it was happening. I seen it. I witnessed it, bro. I got threw out of class because the teacher was substitute. He was a basketball coach. And I told him NFL way better than NBA. He told me, say NBA better. I'm like, nigga, suck my shit. I'm like, I ain't saying that shit. People don't know, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing that I don't believe in. You're going to just kill me then. Just not. That's how I was always ready to speak my mind. But yeah, he threw me out. But I seen it when it was happening, bro. Like I grew up in that era. And you seen it coming. It was no surprise to me. The product had been better for years. They was pushing this Shaq and Kobe shit, and them coming back beating the Trailblazers and all that, dude. I seen it because at that time in the early 2000s, for some OT talk, at that time the Western Conference Finals, you know, was usually the finals. Portland, Sacramento, except for Timberwolves, they got blew out by the Lakers and them. But the NBA was trash. When the Lakers and Spurs made the finals, you pretty much knew what was about to happen. And you seen as the late 90s and into the 2000s, you seen the NFL creeping up on the come up. You seen it. They had caught them way before it was recognized that it was the better league. Probably 10 years before it was recognized it was the better league. They had been caught the NBA, bruh. Been caught them. They been was the best thing smoking. And anybody that grew up in that era, you seen it. In the 90s, it was phenomenal. I mean, Jordan, Iverson, you know, it was phenomenal. But, you know, it was all about Jordan. And rightfully so. I mean, shit, he took the baton from Magic and Bird. And ever since then, it was Kobe and Shaq, LeBron, you know what I'm saying? And they tried to market LeBron, and people just didn't gravitate to LeBron like Jordan because of social media. Had they had social media, with nobody like Michael Jordan, bro. And that's a fact. LeBron is a much more likable person than Michael Jordan. A fucking fact once you look at everything he did. But the NFL was able to market parity. They was able to take March Madness and play. And same thing with NHL. NHL actually got the best playoffs. They took 7-game series and made it a mystery. Anybody could win in hockey playoffs for the Stanley Cup. Anybody. It's the best shit to watch. Out of the major playoffs. Anything can happen in a 7-game series. Think about that. March Madness meets 7-game fucking series. Multiple game series. You know what I'm saying? It's the best. It was the best shit ever. You know? But yeah, I grew up in that. I grew up in that era. I seen it as it happened. You know, and I remember it was often. I remember the NBA was so dominant. They would have double and triple headers on Saturday and Sunday during NFL weekend. They would literally hold their fucking nuts in the NFL weekend. They couldn't do that now. they even scared to go up against Thursday night football. And Thursday night football is a terrible product. I don't even watch it. I don't watch Monday night football. That shit's terrible. We're growing up and Bo Jackson running over Brian Bosworth, and it ain't the Monday night football it used to be neither. I don't watch that shit. Look, I tell you this from this standpoint of view. I don't even watch the 4 o'clock games no more. I watch the Lions only because I gotta cover them. I check my fantasy, I check my sports book, and I go take my ass to sleep for them 4 o'clock games, bro. Real talk. So that's just what I'll do. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop video. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Appreciate the love and support. One time. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.